There is a video making the rounds about modes on guitar, and I wanted to say my little piece on it. The video largely contextualizes them as different scales created by changing our starting and ending point in a given key. Like in G major, going from G to G is G Ionian. And A to A is A Dorian. And so on. This is often the way that many musicians are introduced to modes, even at a collegiate level, but I find it to be disingenuous to how I understand modes and how I more often hear them employed. In G major, we might hear our usual suspects of G Ionian and A Dorian, but we could also mix and match to get G Lydian, or G Mixolydian. Mixing and matching different accidentals to create different vibes in our music. It's part of how contemporary popular music sounds, how it does. We take these accidentals and use and warp the sound of traditional major and minor with them. People that have studied European classical music use modes as a framework to try and interpret other cultures' music because often they use different notes and intervals in their scales and sometimes have different hierarchies in the elements of their music. They prioritize different things in their music. Wrapping back around to our practice on guitar, we don't just need to think about playing in a mode as choosing different start and end points. We should also try to think of them as accidentals and learning how to do that across our fretboard. Not just thinking about patterns for a hand to follow, but consciously creating literacy on our instrument and recognizing notes and scale degrees as we are playing. To try and help with this in what ways I can, I'm going to be putting a little chart that could be used as a tool to help at the end of this video.